Welcome back to the news recap. Today, we're going to be talking about politics. We're going to be trashing both sides of the parties. We're going to be ranting about this stuff. We're going to be ranting about what should be talked about and what is important in the United States, because there's not enough stuff that is being talked about, and not many people talk about the more important stuff that is happening. So, let's get into it, y'all. I hope y'all watch this video. I hope y'all subscribe and like, and let's get to it. First things first, we're going to be talking about Kamala Harris. I want to let you guys know that I am neither Democrat or Republican. I'm just going at Kamala Harris first because I know how the Republicans are going to be. They're going to be like, oh, he's a Democrat because I'm coming after Trump. I'm neither. I want to make that clear. So with that being said, we're going to talk about Kamala Harris. Alright, so what I'm showing is I'm showing the speech from Kamala Harris yesterday in Raleigh, North Carolina. She's talking about the cost of economy. I mean, Kamala, you had all these years in office and you're telling me you couldn't work towards to make these prices lower. I mean, I get it. You're vice president. You don't have the same power as President Biden does. So at the end of the day, you do get cut slack. But you couldn't talk to Biden about getting these prices down for the American people. I don't understand that. And here are the Kamala Harris policies for the economic. This is interesting because she's talking about price gouging. I mean, that's kind of huge. I mean, they did it back in the 70s. It didn't work out very well. And you also got to get Congress approval and House approval also, which who knows if they'll even support this. She's saying she's going to do it first day, but it's going to be longer than first day, obviously. But you're building on from Biden's economic plan, which is not very good. Inflation went up very much a lot. Now we got Donald Trump. Trump, you need to focus on less trash talking. You need to focus on campaigning. You need to focus on doing things better. You got Kamala stealing your ideas, which I get. I get it totally, but you need to focus on campaigning, my guy. You got to get your stuff right. You got to do all that. I mean, you trash talk Biden all the time. Nobody wants to hear this 24/7. Nobody wants to hear you being overly cocky and talking all this stuff. So, with that being said, Trump, you got to do it better. You got to be the bigger person to stop talking trash. And what's going to lead to it is you losing votes, because it's going to make people think that you don't have any beliefs, and that's going to be like, oh my god, Trump doesn't have no beliefs, so what's the point of voting for him? At this point, I feel like both candidates don't have many beliefs. Kamala Harris don't talk about none of her beliefs whatsoever in her speeches, so there's that. Trump, why are you for total abortion, man? That's not going to help you win any votes over Kamala Harris. That's horrible, dude. Like, a lot of women ain't gonna like that stuff, and you gotta focus on trying to make your party support abortion. I get it, abortion is a very sensitive topic to talk about, especially nowadays with all the stuff going on with it. The protests and all that, etc., and the court rulings of Roe v. Wade, that's a lot of stuff. But mistakes do happen, y'all. Mistakes definitely do happen. So what happens if you accidentally make a mistake and something happens like that, and next thing you know, abortion's banned and you can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal, and yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Here's a big thing that I noted myself was the Social Security benefits and the taxes on that. That's big. I mean, I get that, Trump, but you're talking about all the stuff you could have tried and done in the office. I barely knew what happened during your presidency in 2016 to 2020 because I was only, I was still young. I didn't get into politics as I am now. But with that being said, I mean, you could have done all this stuff. I just don't get it. First things first, we're going to show some polls that are happening right now. Polymark is what I usually used. This is the map right now. I mean, it's tied. There's not much going on at the moment. It's interesting. Yeah, there's really not much to talk about. The polls, it is what it is. So I'm going to answer the question of the video. Is Kamala Harris really fit to be president of the United States of America? Let's put it this way, guys. Does Kamala Harris or does Donald Trump talk about our poverty rates? Do they talk about our murder rates? Do they talk about our social problems? Do they talk about our justice problems? Here's the thing, guys. None of these candidates, none of these people that are running for president talk about the internal issues. It's always the external issues. I never understand this. So this goes back to me saying, is Donald Trump or Kamala Harris really fit to be president of the United States? I think the answer is no. And that's because they don't talk about the important things. It's never about mental health. It's never about social issues. It's never about our poverty rate. It's never about the crime rate. It's never about none of that. They don't work hard enough to try and make these rates go down. It always seems to go up. And I never understood it. I watch this stuff all the time, man. All candidates do, or all these politicians do, is they talk about the wars that are going on all the time. They talk about Ukraine. They talk about Israel. They talk about stuff other than their homeland. And what does that make you guys feel? It make you guys feel like we're really not important to the government. And that's kind of sad. So they need to address these issues at the end of the day. But unfortunately, not many people do. And it's kind of sad. So, yeah, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. And I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Get me out there more. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. News Recap is out. Peace.